Grab a seat, grab a drink, grab a snack, because we've got a lot to cover today. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. I'm Jen, and this is A Better Life with Jen. And today I'm filming another one of my freebie videos. So these are all of the freebies that I got using various store apps, credit card benefits for the month of June. So this was probably one of the best months that I've ever had in getting a bunch of freebies. So let's get started and cover it. I'll start with the store apps, and then we'll move into the credit card benefits. So the first store app that I have is Safeway. Now, as I've said before, Safeway is not as easy to use. It's easy to use the app. It's not as easy to get the products. So they don't always have them in stock. A couple of times this month when they had a freebie, it wasn't in stock. But you know, it's free, so I can't complain too much. So the freebie items that I did get from Safeway this month were a large bottle of Gatorade water. This is just water with some added electrolytes to it. And then the other one was a probiotic soda, prebiotic soda. And this flavor that I picked up was pineapple mango. So that sounds really good. You know, I like to have probiotics, prebiotics. I drink kombucha daily. So kind of a similar thing. So that one sounded really good. And then the other grocery store that I use is SaveMart. And if you've seen my videos before, you know I love SaveMart because they make it so easy. They have the freebie item right on display front and center when you walk in. So it makes it super, super easy. And their Friday freebie item is actually good for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So you have a little better chance to get it. So had some great options. Got a bottle of Coke. This was actually interesting. This was not the actual Friday freebie item. It was supposed to be some new tropical flavor of like Sprite or something. But when I went to get it, they were all out of those. So they are also great about substituting an item. So they had a big thing in front. You know, you could have basically any 20-ounce Coke product would substitute for it. So was able to get that. The other freebie items were a latte. So this is a canned latte. It had several flavors. I picked vanilla. And they also had an oat milk version. This is a dairy version. We had a Lindor chocolate truffle bar. And then the final free item this month was a protein puck, which is a plant-based energy cookie. So it's plant-based, gluten-free. It has the number one ingredient is almond butter. And then it has agave as the sweetener and rolled oats and some seeds, pumpkin seeds, sunflower seeds, and then some nuts. And this was a chocolate version. So those were the freebie items from SaveMart. I'll move those out of the way. And then the other one that I always use is Maverick. So Maverick is a gas station with a really nice mini mart. And they usually have a Friday freebie item in their app. And then they oftentimes throughout the month will send a text with another freebie item. Now, every Friday this month, they were offering a free, I think it's called a Frazzle. It's kind of like an icy. I did not go get those because I wasn't interested in that. But a couple Fridays, they also had another freebie item. So not as much from Maverick this month that I got. But the first one I got is a Rockstar energy drink. You know, I like to have a little bit of sip of this in the morning. I picked tangerine, mango, guava, strawberry. So sounds very tropical. Another freebie item was the Java Monster. So this is a coffee energy drink. And then another freebie item was a Snickers bar. So like I said, not quite as good as some of the months, but still, you know, free stuff is free stuff. So the other store one was GNC. So I am a pro member, and because I buy a lot of stuff at GNC, lots of protein bars, stuff like that, I more than pay for my pro membership on the discount that I get. And every month you get a free protein bar or drink with any purchase. And then they also had a special this month for pro members to get a free protein bar as well. So I went in there and I got a shake. I got chocolate mint. And then this protein wafer was the free item. So got both of those. So that covers the stores. Now we will move on to credit card benefits. So one of the credit card benefits that we used was great, and this was on the benefit on my Capital One Venture X card that I have. And every year you get a $300 travel credit when you book something through their travel portal. Now, usually I don't recommend booking through travel portals for credit cards because you're not dealing directly with the hotel or airline. If there is an issue, it's sort of like going through Expedia. But in order to use the free $300, we did it. So we were visiting my parents, and so we stayed 2 nights for absolutely free using that travel benefit. So that was a great one. And then the other credit card benefits, so that was the Capital One. American Express always has the Five Guys card I get every month, so another $10 Five Guys card. Use that. American Express, the Gold card, also has the Uber Eats credit, and so I stopped and picked up Uber Eats. If you go in the app, you can get some great deals on Uber Eats. And so I actually got another great deal. And this month, Burger King was having a buy one, get one free on a double cheeseburger. And so for it ended up being $1.25, I think. I was able to get my husband 2 double cheeseburgers and an order of onion rings. He had one of the cheeseburgers for dinner and then just warmed the other one up for lunch the next day. So that was a really, really great deal. And then the American Express Business Platinum card has a quarterly credit, so 4 times a year for Hilton. It's a $50 credit. Now, we don't stay at Hilton's, but you can use it for anything at a Hilton. So I went to our local Hilton, went to their little snack bar area they have near the check-in counter, and got $50 worth of stuff there, because if not, the credit expires. You can't roll it over, you can't combine them, so it's either use it or lose it. So things were very overpriced. I would never pay these prices for what I got normally, but it was free. So for $50 exactly, I got it on the dot. I got 2 20-ounce bottles of Diet Dr. Pepper. I love Dr. Pepper. It's probably my favorite soda, all the versions of it. I got 2 bottles of the Body Armor Light hydration drink. I got both of them in peach mango. I got a very nice large Rice Krispie treat. I got 2 Twix bars. This is probably my favorite candy bar. Anything with caramel, I love. I got 2 of the Lemon Luna bars. These are a great protein bar. I really like those. And then I got 4 of the Cliff Builders protein bars. And these are all chocolate mint. So really nice one. Like I said, at the little mini snack bar thing they have there, these were $4.50 a piece. I would never, ever pay that. But once again, it was free. And if I didn't pick something, I was going to lose that credit. So that was a really, really good deal. Like I said, that's not every month. It's just every quarter. So I made sure to use that. Now, moving on to Chase credit cards. With the Chase Sapphire Preferred credit card, which my husband and I both have separate accounts of that, you get a $10 DoorDash credit. And that credit can only be used, it can't be used on restaurants. So it can be used at convenience stores or grocery stores. Now, I obviously always want to choose something that has a pickup option because I don't want to pay a delivery fee or tip a delivery driver. So the only option that I have is our local 7-Eleven. So I made 2 separate orders, 2 stops at 7-Eleven this month, and total combined, I got 2 giant Reese's peanut butter cups. I got a Rolo. Once again, it's a candy with caramel, so I love that. I got a giant shareable size 3 Musketeers. I like that. And then I got 4 protein bars. They're all the Bear Bells brand, and I got 3 of them in chocolate dough and 1 of them in cookies and caramel. So all those things, I used the 2 separate $10 credits. You can't combine them. They're on separate accounts, and made 2 stops at 7-Eleven. The other Chase benefit is a Instacart benefit that's I have on one of my cards, and you can get $25 off an Instacart order. Now, once again, I want to choose something that has a pickup option because I don't want to pay. In order to get free pickup, it is a $35 order you need to place. So I did end up paying $10 for what I got, but it was worth way more than $10. And I always choose Sprouts because the prices in Sprouts on Instacart are the same as they would be if you bought them at the store. Other stores, most stores have a markup. So the only other pickup option here is Safeway, but they upcharge in the app. So I'm going to go to Sprouts. So for my order, it was $35. $25 of that was free. So it cost me $10. I got, if you saw last month, you saw I got these. These are the non-decaf version of the Wandering Bear cold brew. I love cold brew coffee. So I got 2 of those. And then I got a bunch of like bread products because they were buy one, get one half off. So I got a package of flax and oat brand pitas. I got 2 packages of the whole wheat pitas. And then I got a package of their lavash bread wraps. These are great. They have like 9 grams of protein in them. So really, really good. So that was everything for this month. Some pretty good deals. Like I said, when you add it all up, because I did use that $300 travel credit and the $50 Hilton credit, this was probably the best month that we have had. So as always, I hope you enjoyed. Let me know if there's any other apps or stores that you use to get free stuff, or if from watching my videos, you've started to use any of these. So if you did like the video, please give it a like, subscribe to my channel, comment, and I appreciate everybody watching, and I will see you next week.